and he didn't make her sign one. Like that, like that's nobody. I don't think anybody on this panel has a problem. I don't have a problem with the dude messing with a 19-year-old girl. I could care less. I'm just like, for as much money as he has, why would you not have that girl sign an NDA? Why would you not protect yourself? That's all I'm saying.
Also,
that's why I was disappointed.
Oh God,
also, men, if you want to date a younger woman, at it. But at least date a woman that has something to lose. At least date a younger woman that has her head on straight. At least date a woman that isn't like actively selling her body for money on the internet. And you're aligning yourself with this type of woman who know she ain't got nothing to lose but everything to gain.
I mean,
and you got everything that's wait, hear me out though. Hear me out. Y'all so quick to rebuttal.
Say something in order to deal with.
Can you wait for a second, babe? Can you wait? Can you wait?
Go ahead.
Can you wait?
Go
so
ahead.
like I was saying, do what you want to do, but it's okay to be smart about it. If you feel like you need a little 19-year-old with your 60-year-old self, cool. Find a 19-year-old that has a plan for herself, has something solid going on for her, somebody that would be a compliment to you. You risking it all for some loose OnlyFans pussy? That says more about you than the girl that you're dealing with, because she already. See, y'all not listening. You so quick to cut me off. I'm not saying that what she's doing is not wrong, because no, you shouldn't be finessing.
Hey.
You shouldn't be finessing. You shouldn't be trying to take advantage of men. But when you are a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl, your lifestyle is just that.
Yes,
19-year-old OnlyFans. Wait a second. I'm not done. How about that?
You came late.
I'm not done. I don't care, 2K. You've been saying a whole lot of nonsense.
You've been saying a whole lot of
nonsense. You should probably zip it yourself. But all I'm saying is, nobody is saying that Shannon is wrong for dealing with somebody that young. Yes, morally, it don't look good. It ain't a good look for him. He's a man of a certain caliber, a certain stature. You should be carrying yourself a certain type of way. I don't understand why that gets so much pushback. You should be wanting to protect yourself and your assets and everything else that comes with with who you are. So aligning yourself with a woman who is clearly a liability. She's not even a grown woman yet. You can't even take this girl for a drink. She's not even 21 years old yet. So you already know the only thing you got in common with her is if she find you attractive, if you find you, this is just dick and pussy shit. And if that is all it takes for you to risk it all, no NDAs, no protection of yourself, nothing to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of the way that he did, then hey, that's on you. But you can't get, no, 2K, be quiet. Because all you do is cut people off and say the most egregious, predatory ass shit.
Man, you got on a blue green hat.
Enough with you. I don't care. I'll let y'all sit here and say this goofy ass shit long enough. At the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe and other men of his caliber need to protect themselves a lot better, because you know what's out here. You know these young girls have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Why are you even putting yourself on their radar like that?
It ain't
That's
just
all I'm saying. The girl
3 times.
Yeah, it ain't just women though. You've been
like why care that much about it? Why care that much?
Wait.
What do you mean why care that much?
Wait, hold on. Let Michigan go, y'all. Michigan, then 2K. Go ahead, Michigan, then 2K.
It's so ridiculous. Just be responsible.
It ain't just young women. I agree with you that you should be more responsible. If you're a man, you got a certain you at a certain level in life, you got to protect yourself. Like me, I'm not
always saying,
but I'm striving to do great things in life. So I'm trying to protect myself on the level that I'm at. So I don't entertain the OnlyFans models. They approach me.
Why not?
Look, I'm a businessman. I own a few businesses,
so
right now. Hold on, wait a minute.
Why don't you?
I'll cut him off, Dad.
I let you talk.
Let him finish.
I let you talk. You know what I'm saying? We waited on you. You just
y'all was cutting me off. So you didn't let me talk.
Okay, but wait. We waited on you. We was nice. We waited on you. We just got in from London. I see your hat, your little English hat on. You just got in. We waited on you. You know what I'm saying? Let me just make my point real quick. When you A man of that stature, you have to protect yourself. I do agree with you on that. I'm gonna give you that. You're right on the point. You should protect yourself, and it just ain't young women. It's all women. Honestly, I said when I first got on the show, it's a small percentage and a small pool of good women out here, man. It ain't just young women. It ain't just the OnlyFans chicks. It's all chicks. I'm a party promoter. That's one of the businesses that I run. So I throw parties. Women approach me all the time, and is because I look valuable. I look like something. So it's like I already know that. So I'm not even entertaining them. I have a young lady that I'm vetting right now for a wife. I'm looking to be married. So I'm taking my time with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kids already, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 baby mamas. I got kids. I had kids.
2 of them.
Yeah, I do.
Tell us more.
But listen though.
Tell us more, babe.
I had my kids in college though. I had my kids when I was younger. I did a lot of dumb shit when I was young, right? Right? I had my kids in college.
And you grew up to mature to make better decisions. What happened with Shannon?
Exactly.
Hold on, wait, time out. So this
what I'm saying. Hold on, 2K. I'm gonna finish. Right. I'm gonna let you go, bro.
Okay, you too ready, baby.
I'm trying to.
But you also the type of nigga that advocates for beating women, so I'm not surprised.
Listen though,
you need to get a prescription of it. I know that.
You try it.
I'm about to meet y'all niggas.
I don't get back. I shoot
women, right now. Most of the women on this panel require a man to make a certain amount of money and to provide a certain level of security to even entertain them. They have a dollar amount. I was just talking to a young lady yesterday talking about, if a man isn't doing XYZ, I won't talk to him. That's a transactional exchange. That's prostitution. That's prostitution, bro. And y'all trying to redefine what it is, but that's what it is. If I have to provide a certain level of, or if I have to give you money, a certain dollar amount in exchange for your access to you, that's prostitution. Most women think like that. The majority of the women in the U.S., they think like that. You have to have a certain level of financial resources for them to entertain you. So now that I know that, and I'm in the world now, I'm not just going for anybody. If I'm not in a rush to commit to anyone just because I know you only here because of what I can provide. You're not here because of me. I was in college. I was broke in college. When I first got out of college, I was broke. Those women, even though I was doing my thing, but just it was way harder because I didn't have the resources that I have now. So I know going into this in the US, it sucks, bro. It just ain't the young women. It ain't the OnlyFans models. It's the nurse at the hospital. It's the lawyer at the firm. They all have a requirement and a dollar amount, and you have to provide a certain level of whatever for them to talk to you. So now that men know that, just like me, I'm a young man. I know this. No matter if I got kids or not, they still look at me as valuable. They don't look, they still approaching me and they want to date me.
Okay, but
I'm just not rushing. Shannon Sharpe made a mistake. If I was on Shannon Sharpe's level, I would have never entertained a 19-year-old OnlyFans model because he has a kink. Shannon Sharpe probably has a kink. He has a fetish for whatever.
And look where his kinks got him.
BDSM fetish.
But listen. This
God
damn.
Let 2K go next.
I'm gonna let you rock. This the point. He got the money to pay for it.
Listen, bro, you are trying to go back and forth with a woman and never even acknowledge the fact that she was wrong about Jay-Z. Yeah. Like you are going back and forth with a woman that was willing to condemn a man that never, ever, ever even was in the same room.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was here.
You're not gonna do it tonight. Never condemned him. Never condemned him. What I said was leave it open. Let him prove his case in court. We should not automatically assume that he or she is lying, and we shouldn't automatically assume that he is innocent. That's what I said. So don't misconstrue my words.
She lying.
Don't misconstrue my words. You're not going to do that to me.
She lying.
This woman never came back.
When she asked, do you think that he did? I said, I don't put it past.
What I'm saying, and this is why
I said I don't put it past.
Wait, Michigan.
No, give me a second.
That's why.
Give me a second, Michigan.
I don't want to hear you talk something.
Michigan and friends, give me a second. Because what you're not about to do is get up here and misconstrue my words, Big Anton. That's what you're not going to do. I never condemned Jay-Z. What I said was, I don't put it past him. Leave it open. Allow him to prove his innocence, but also allow victims to get their chance to prove it in court. That's what I said. Run the tape back. But because you are the type of man Michigan, please.
Michigan, you gotta wait, Michigan.
Michigan, wait. I'm not talking to you. Wait, baby, wait. 1 second. What I'm saying is this: don't misconstrue my words trying to make a claim like there's no talking to me because I said this and a third. What I said about Jay-Z was when that allegation come out, I said I don't put it past him. I said let's leave it open. I said allow him to prove his innocence and allow the victim to get her justice in court if that is what it was. I never once said that he actually did it. But you, Anton Daniels, you're the type of person that automatically assumes every man that is accused of something is innocent. You never think that they have ever done anything wrong or egregious to any victim that has ever come forth to them. Because why? Your loyalty to power, your loyalty is to success, and it's to money. So anybody in that bracket you feel can do no wrong and is innocent, and that's okay. All I said was leave this shit open. And what we did was we left it open, and now we know that homegirl was probably lying. Shit wasn't right. He was able to prove his innocence, and we're good.
See how she's still
so
saying
no. See how you doing? Because don't misconstrue my words. I said what the fuck I said.
Still saying
I said what
lying.
I said, so don't say shit else.
But even if he proves himself innocent, the damages is already done.
Say what the fuck I said. At the end of the day, I said what I said. So make sure that's what you say that I said before you say anything else.
Let's go to super chats because
no, we're not gonna just jump over and go to super chats.
Well, what else you gonna say? Because what I said is what I said, and what you saying is not what I said.
And I let her get her shit off, and that's cool. I don't, I'm cool with that.
I'm sure you are.
I'm cool with people having an opposite perspective.
I'm sure.
But the fact of the matter is, she condemned Jay-Z.
I did it.
I'm still saying what I'm saying.
And you're lying.
She condemned Jay-Z, and anybody that want to go back and watch it, y'all more than welcome to go and watch it. She condemned Jay-Z, and I said, "There's no way that we should be doing this because it's innocent until proven guilty." And even when we start getting the evidence, even when her own father said that didn't happen, even when we proved, right, and he had his people show in his timeline and he wasn't even there at the time, she never conceded. She never acknowledged that she was wrong.
That is not true. That is not true. You're lying right now. I was on the first show.
Why can't you control yourself?
Because you're lying. Because you're lying.
Why can't you control yourself? When everybody else is speaking,
you're lying on me.
Tell them to hold on.
You're lying. Don't lie.
You tell them to hold on.
No,
okay, if I'm lying, then Jazz.
No, you need to hold on.
They'll prove it on the tape.
You need to hold on.
Are you okay?
You're lying. The first episode when
we came out,
because we can run back.
Are you okay?
The first episode that we came out, no, because I'm gonna run this down because I know what the fuck I said. Well, I'm gonna run this down. The very first episode that was said, when we first talked about it, when the whole Jay-Z thing came out, Q asked the question: "Raise your hand if you think that he's guilty." I went like this, and then I said, "Run it back if you think I'm not running shit back." And then I said, "I don't put it past him." I said, "Let's leave it open to prove his innocence because of who he is in proximity to, and because we know how dark the industry can get. We don't know. Leave it open." That next show, that next week, I wasn't even on there. Y'all followed up about that conversation. I wasn't even on the panel to say anything. Y'all was all in the chat. Where's Jazz? I need Jazz to come out and say this and the third. I wasn't even on there to speak my piece. So that's why I said stop lying on me, gang. Because you're not remembering shit correctly.
Like I said.
So
nobody said that.
Girl, I thought he did it too.
No. Hold on, y'all.
No. So don't.
Nobody said that she was on the next show.
Don't sit here and condemn me. I was not on the next show after y'all followed up after that.
Okay, cool.
After that first
so
one,
you just proved something that I never said.
And I wasn't there. I wasn't
there. Nobody said that you was on the next show. I never condemned
him. I'm not going to allow you to speak if you're going to lie on my name, bro.
What are you talking about? I'm allowed. No. Hold on.
You've been lying on me. You said I condemned him.
Let's be clear. I'm allowing you to say everything that you want to say because I am not trying to censor anybody, and I'm not trying to mute you. But at the same time, you can't tell me that you're not going to allow me to speak. I could talk whenever I want.
I'm not going to allow you to lie on me, Anton.
And this is my panel. And so in the same way that you talking and that I'm being quiet when you're talking.
I don't
If you
care.
disagree with me,
That's
then
a
you disagree
narcissist
with me.
tactic.
But I'm not gonna stop saying what
Nobody
I
is
gotta
confused
say
about your
just
demeanor.
because
You're a
you
narcissist.
decide that you want to get your shit off. Here's the fact of the matter. And if I'm wrong, then
You
they
are.
can go back and roll the tape and they can
Let's
go and
do
prove
it.
me wrong.
And we
I
will.
never said that you was back on the panel the next week. I
So
never
when did
said
I
that.
condemn him? When
What
did I
I
not?
said was that you never acknowledged, and you didn't, that you never acknowledged that you were wrong because you were arguing against Jay-Z and you were basically condemning him in the court of public opinion. And we had this passionate debate. And I was saying, no, we cannot just condemn him because it is innocent until proven guilty. And then when we came back with more evidence, at no point in the future did you ever acknowledge that you was wrong and that you basically was condemning another man
First of all, I was never wrong,
that did
Anton.
not
I said
deserve
leave it
to be
open.
thrown
I
under the
never
bus.
condemned
And
him.
that's exactly what you did. So I'm not
No, what
gonna
I
mute
did was
you. I'm
exactly what
not
I
gonna get
said.
into no spat
But I
with you.
know your cognitive
Said what I
dissonance has
said.
you in a
You said
chokehold.
what
You're
you
gonna believe
said,
what you want.
and that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I know you cool. I
Let's go
didn't
to the
say
super
anything
chat.
wrong. Run the fucking tape today.
Q,
Talking about I
please.
didn't admit shit. I wasn't even on the platform to admit anything, and I never condemned him. Run the tape. I know what I said.
Yes,
I never
yes,
said
okay.
he's guilty, but you like to say, oh,
Guys,
we
we
shouldn't
gotta move
condemn
along.
people in
We
a
already
public form of
said.
opinion, but that's what you do to victims all the
Can you
time. You
just
automatically assume that they're
Guys,
lying.
we gotta
You
go to super chat,
automatically
sweetheart.
assume that they're trying to get over on somebody. You automatically condemn people in a public court of opinion. You automatically assume any woman that comes out against any man is full of shit, is lying, and is not telling the truth. You're the hypocrite here.
We gotta
I
go to
never did that. I said leave the shit open.
Q, can you
If you're gonna speak on my name, just speak correctly. Because I got
I
respect for
promise
you
you,
until
nobody
you violate
cares
it.
anymore.
I
Nobody
got
cares.
respect on you and you.
Nobody cares
Let's
anymore.
I got
go.
So
and you and you.
Hey, Q,
I
can you please
but
remove
Anton,
like me
like I said, I
No,
respect you
2K,
until you
mute up,
violate
2K.
it. And you
No,
can't do that to me.
please move me from beside her. She drunk. I don't want to get no
She's
sexual.
not
Ain't
drunk.
nobody drunk.
She's not
Yes,
drunk.
please
She
move me
is
from
No,
not
I
beside
ain't
her.
drunk.
drunk.
If
Y'all
I'm
is not
drunk, you're
No,
gonna get
grooming
me
she's
me.
wrong.
not
Y'all
drunk.
can give me
Just
no
because you
SH
haven't
I'm
card.
not
won.
drunk. This
She's
is
not
me.
drunk. Let me get to the super chats. We do
Please,
appreciate
for
you
all
guys
safety,
here every
move me from
Monday with
beside her.
us. Thank you. It's a lot of super chats. But no, we appreciate you
You
guys.
know what the craziest part about this
Not
is,
drunk.
though? No,
Leave
hold
her
on, Q. Let me just
alone.
say
Come
this.
on.
Let me say this last part.
Don't
You
fall
know what
for
the
it, Jazz.
craziest part about this is?
I'm done with it, Q.
The craziest part about this is that Jazz and Jess, the two J's, probably think the same way. The only difference is that one has more control than the other.
Don't put me in that.
Only
Don't put
difference.
Jess in this. This between me and you. Leave
Thank
Jess out of
you.
this. You
I can
already
have
I
my
running the
don't
listen.
put
shit.
me
I
in
have the
that.
ability. I could have my opinion on whatever it is that I want to have my opinion. I
But
said
for
what I said
what?
about
But
you.
for what?
think.
All
But
right,
for what?
Jazz and Jess is the same person mentally.
not JJ.
The
Not JJ.
difference
Why
is
are you
just
even
that
doing that right now?
Jess is more
Jess
in
ain't said
control.
nothing. Leave her
Don't
out
fall
of
for
this.
it,
You can't speak for her the same way that you cut
Well,
off
why are you
Michigan.
speaking on her? She
You
ain't got
told
nothing to do with
Michigan
this.
you told
I ain't
Michigan to be
nothing to do with
quiet.
this.
She has
I'm not
nothing to
talking
do
to
with
you. I'm
this.
talking
Don't
to
fall
You
for
I'm
just
it.
ain't got
talking to
nothing else to
Jess.
say. So you
I'm
pulling
Anton,
up
if
talking
you
to
want to say
Jess
hi, just say
about
hi,
Jazz and
love.
She
Jess.
wanted to say
You
hi to
got
you,
the
Jess.
Cybertruck ready?
She wanted to hear your voice,
I'm
Jess. Say hi
talking
to
to
Anton.
That's
Jess
all he
about
wanted.
Jazz and
He
Jess.
wanted to see if the
Jazz.
Cybertruck was the
Jazz,
Cybertruck
can you
ready.
please let me and Jess talk for a second?
Can
Jess.
we get
That's
to the
all you,
super chats?
Anton. If you wanted me to talk, you could have just said that.
No, I'm saying I
You
respect your
creating discussion
ability.
for
I'm
nothing,
saying that
love.
I see, look at you, you turning into Jazz. I'm saying that I respect your ability to communicate, but still maintain frame. I'm giving you a compliment. I'm saying that
Hey, Anton,
we may have differences of opinion, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna step outside of your coolness and your femininity. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, shout out to that.
I'm scared, but please remove me from beside Jay. I do
No,
not
no,
want
you
her to
staying
take my
there. We
reputation.
appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
I agree. I don't want to be next to any woman beaters. So please pull.
Please.
T-Face shouldn't even be on
here.
If I get too
He
close,
is a
I'm gonna
woman
hit
beater. He's